With you alongside Ben Gurwitch. I'm Nick Kinnan. Ben, this is exactly what the Cropdusters have been waiting for the past 2 months.
It is indeed. And you see, Cropdusters, of course, we're here with you, meaning they got that home playoff game that they were hoping for, and they hope that it's not the only one. And, of course, if they win today, they will have another one. That would be on Friday. And, you know, they've had the Silver Spring-Takoma's number, especially recently, Thunderbolts, and we'll talk more about that after the anthem.
We'll give you the starting lineups and first pitch right after. The postseason has made its way to Olney, and with that, we'll give you our starting lineups. Beginning with the visiting Silver Spring-Takoma Thunderbolts. They won an elimination game yesterday to play in to the playoffs. Leading off is Steve Thomas, the designated hitter, batting second. The shortstop, Tyson Gill. Following him, the right fielder, Griffin Puvel. Cleanup, it's the catcher, Jack McCarthy. 5-spot, Brady Grimes, the first baseman. Vance Bonnier in the 6th hole follows Grimes. He's in left field. 7th-spot, it's Caleb Sturdivant, the center fielder. And 8 and 9, it's Bryce Curry, the third baseman, and Matt Kim, the second baseman, playing the second leadoff. And Ben, how about the home team, the Cropdusters?
Not a ton of surprises, especially at the top. You had Cade Walter, who's been great all year, leading off, playing left field. Right behind him, Zakai Hawkins. Batting second, playing short, you got Jimmy Kirk DHing in the 3-hole. Austin Stalker batting fourth and playing first. Walker Zampella down to the 5-hole, playing second base. Andrew Kell back in the lineup. In right field, batting sixth in the lineup, finished off Carter Ritchie catching and batting seventh. Angel Santiago Cruz gets the nod at third base, and Brian Scott playing in that double leadoff role and playing center field.
It's Angel Santiago Cruz. The only difference from what we saw during the July 5th contest, which was essentially a mock postseason game for this Cropdusters team. It was Aiden Fry over there on July 5th. Santiago Cruz gets the start tonight. On the bump for the Cropdusters, it's the right-handed pitcher out of Messiah. Was in the D3 College World Series and is now in another big spot tonight. Zachary Harris, right-handed pitcher, takes the bump. He started 3 games. This marks his 4th. He's appeared in 4 total. He's tossed 11 innings. He's allowed 8 hits and 2 earned runs. He's walked just once, struck out 12. Has a 1-1 record to go alongside his 1.63 ERA. And for Harris, it's not the velocity that's his biggest strong suit. It's his location. This guy throws nothing but strikes.
He throws nothing but strikes, and he throws good strikes. You know, he's not just throwing the ball right down the middle. He hits the spots with his fastball and with his off-speed pitches. He kind of really can dot up that outside corner. And Harris, you know, like you talked about, pitched in the playoffs in the D3 World Series. He's made for the big moment, and he has the experience of pitching in big games. This playoff atmosphere will not be too much for him.
The playoff atmosphere is lively from First Responders Field as we begin the top of the first for a 6:30 game time on a Wednesday night. Fans have shown up here in Olney. Top of the first inning to start us off. Zachary Harris on the bump. Steve Thomas in the righty batter's box. First pitch, fastball. Right at the knees, called strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Corner infielders aligned with the bags. Middle infield back. Breaking ball misses away. Levels of the count. A ball and a strike. Thomas hitting .291 on the season. 1-1 pitch. Fastball coats the outside part of the plate. It's 1-2.
And Harris throwing 87, a little bit higher than we're used to seeing him. Maybe amped up, seeing a big crowd playoff game.
It's hard not to be excited. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harris kicks, delivers, breaking ball well outside. Richie slides over to the lefty batter's box to corral it. A little bit of a wild slider from Harris, evens the count, 2-2. There's nobody out, nobody on in the top of the first. Thomas awaits. Pitch. Fastball below the knees. Count worked full, 3-2.
And worth noting, these two teams have gotten a little bit chippy this year. They've seen each other a lot. Tensions will be high throughout the game.
Thunderbolts are the Cropdusters' most played opponent this year. 3-2 pitches skied down the right field line and foul. Fastball up and away. Thomas gets just enough to knock it away. Still 3-2. Olney leads the season series 4-2. They've won the last 4. Thunderbolts swept the first 2 against the Cropdusters. 3-2 pitch. Fastball right down the middle, called strike. Thomas is hung up. He's down looking.
88 miles an hour there, so Harris really rearing back and letting it go on 3-2.
Brings in Tyson Gill. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the first. Still a scoreless contest. Gill batting from the left side, facing the righty Harris. From the windup, the delivery. Breaking ball, called strike. Nice frame from Richie. Was a bit outside, brought it back in. Makes it 0-1. Harris nods. In motion. Another curveball, called strike. Harris slowing it down to Gill, who has not taken the shoulder off his bat. It's 0-2. Fastball in on the hand, sky to the left side, foul. Still 0-2. Santiago Cruz playing slightly off the bag at third, more than normal depth. Slight shift for the left-handed batter. Hawkins crowding towards third base at short.
Gill incredibly late on that fastball, and it's hard to, blame him after back-to-back off-speed pitches outside.
0-2 pitch. Fastball bloop down the line, foul. Again, Harris goes in on Gill's hands. The lefty does just enough to get a piece. Both have gone opposite field, even though they've been inside. He's expecting a breaking ball. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks to start the top of the first for Zachary Harris. There's 2 gone, brings in Griffin Puvel.
That one on the changeup, really nice pitch. And he hadn't thrown it yet in the at-bat. He went 2 curveballs, 2 fastballs, and then dropped the changeup, and there was just never a chance for Tyson Gill there. Great start from Zachary Harris.
It's been nothing but clean from Olney's righty. He faces Griffin Puvel, 3-hitter. First pitch, slider, called strike. Low and away, coats the corner. It's 0-1.
Nasty pitch. Harris is rocking as we've seen him. Gotten off to a lot of good starts. Trying to put up a 0 in this big game.
0-1. Another slider up in the zone, called strike. Thunderbolts completely confused by the off-speed so far. Puvel down 0-2.
Just dotting the outside corner. These are all strikes, but really almost impossible pitches to hit, especially that one, all the movement high and away.
Harris kicks, fires. Called strike three. 3 straight breaking balls for Zachary Harris. He strikes out the side. Cropdusters a chance to jump on the Thunderbolts first. It's 0-0 as we head to the bottom half of the inning.
The players are wearing Hawaiian game shirts. That tells us this is our playoff win, and you're in game on OBGC night.
Pure dominance from Harris in that first inning. And interesting, you don't see that a lot. In a playoff game, the Cropdusters debuting a jersey, but it just happened that they weren't able to show off their Hawaiian shirt in their last regular season game, and it would be a waste not to show it off, so they're doing it here.
Familiar foe for the Cropdusters on the bump for the Thunderbolts. It's Jack Treasure who gets the start for Silver Spring-Takoma. This his 6th of the season. He's made 7 total appearances if you include this one. In his previous 6, he's tossed 21 2/3 innings, he's allowed 23 hits and 10 earned runs. He's walked 6, struck out 23, has a 2-1 record to go alongside his 4.15 ERA. But Ben, that ERA a bit inflated from a couple brutal outings against the Grays and the Senators, where he allowed 8 runs in 6 2/3. He's faced this Cropdusters team twice. He's tossed 8 total innings, allowed just 2 earned runs. Guy that loves to throw the off speed.
Yes, like you said, we've seen him twice, and it's like the off speed. It's all about location with that off speed. If he hangs it, then it's going to get hit hard. We saw Rowan Klein hit a moonshot on his off speed pitch that he kind of left up in the zone. If he's able to kind of consistently break it low and away, he'll find success, but you just can't make the mistake even once, really. And a talented hitter will take advantage of kind of that hanging breaking ball with a poor shape to it.
Cropdusters on offense for the first time tonight. Bottom of the first inning. Scoreless contest in this wild card contest. Jake Treasure on the bump for the Thunderbolts. Faces Cade Walter. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Up and away, Walter can't connect. He's down 0-1. Goes back to the heater, misses up. Levels it, a ball and a strike. Curry in on third, playing on the grass. Lefty-lefty matchup. Breaking ball, hangs upstairs, make it 2-1. Walter batting .326 on the season. 2-1 heater right down the pipe. Evens it 2-2.
Walter did not seem comfortable on that pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup, fastball moving away from him.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Up and in. Walter can't connect. He's down on strikes. We've seen nothing but K's so far. 3 for the Thunderbolts, now 1 for the Cropdusters.
And Treasure amped that up as well. Saw first pitch 83-84. That one up to 86, and a good location high. Too much for Walter to do anything with.
Zakai Hawkins stands in. Curry still in on the grass at third. Righty-lefty matchup. Hawkins the righty. First pitch, heater. Change-up, rather. Right at the knees, called strike.
Nice pitch. Saw the aggressiveness of Walter and was thinking about Zampella swinging first pitch fastball. Drops the changeup.
0-1 breaking ball misses well outside. Evens the count to Hawkins, 1-1. Curry is backed off on third. Pitch, line drive into right field, base hit. Cropdusters tally the game's first base runner. Comes on a single from Zakai Hawkins. Line drive out to right field on a low and away fastball. Runner on first with 1 away for Jimmy Kirk.
Great piece of hitting on the fastball away. Just goes right with the pitch. And someone who loves to steal, he likes to break early. He's gotten caught a couple times with that. We'll see if he is trying to be in motion.
He's really struggled against lefties on that move. He's been caught several times this season trying to leave early on lefties. That benefits Treasure on the bump. As for steals, Hawkins is second on the Cropdusters with 20. Only Cade Walter has more as Kirk, first pitch swinging, skies it out of play. He's down 0-1.
It's the biggest crowd we've had since the fireworks game. Credit to the Thunderbolts fans. A lot of away fans in the dugout, but lots of Cropduster fans, and expect more fans to trickle in as we approach that kind of 7 o'clock time.
0-1 changeup misses out, makes it 2-1. Or makes it 1-1 rather. Silver Spring not too far from Olney, just about a 35-minute drive to Blair High School, the home of the Thunderbolts. Off goes Hawkins, he leaves early. Throw down, not in time, make it 21 stolen bases for Sakai Hawkins. Pitch was called a ball, make it 2-1 to Kirk.
Great jump, and Jimmy Kirk acknowledged that, took all the way, and now it's running in scoring position.
Hottest hitter for the Cropdusters waits on deck. It's Austin Stalker. 2-1 to Kirk. Breaking ball, line drive, into center field, base hit. Hawkins was late to get off the bag. He'll stay at third. Kirk on first with a single. Runners on the corners with just one out for Austin Stalker.
Ball was hit hard. Looked like it was maybe going to get snagged out of the air by Matthew Kim. Just fizzed right by him.
102 off of Kirk's bat. That ball was absolutely smoked into center field. Stalker stands in. Lefty-lefty matchup. Good news for the Thunderbolts. Stalker and Kirk, not the two fastest guys on the Cropdusters, turning to a possibility if Treasure can get a ball on the ground. First pitch breaking ball inside, 1-0. Still a scoreless contest. Olney attacking. Runners on the corners with just one out. Pitch to Stalker. Skied. Shallow center field. Drifting back Gill. It's going to be Sturdivant who takes it. Tagging from third is Hawkins. He'll hold. Nice throw from Sturdivant. McCarthy could not corral it. Hawkins might have been safe had he tried. Key out for Jake Treasure. Holding the runners. Making it 2 gone. In steps Walker Zampella, trying to savage this early Olney rally.
Indeed, a key out. And yeah, Sturdivant didn't necessarily catch it the most comfortably. I think if, Hawkins, he tagged on it. If he broke right away, he's probably safe relatively easily. So something to think about now, seeing the arm of Sturdivant and seeing the way he kind of came towards that ball. Not incredibly comfortably.
Had to almost jump to catch it. Sturdivant is the Thunderbolts' best defensive outfielder. That's why he's getting the start. A guy that's only batting 106 on the season is getting that start because of his leather. First pitch to Walker Zampella was a fastball, called a strike. 0-1 breaking ball upstairs. Kirk takes second base on the delayed steal. 2 men in scoring position with 2 gone. Righty-lefty matchup. Zampella the righty. A chance to put Olney on top.
This is a good matchup for Zampella. Not a lot of velocity.
Change up, low. Nice block from McCarthy. It skipped right behind home plate. Came up short to Silver Spring-Takoma's catcher. Nice job to squeeze it. 2 balls and a strike to Zampella. Infield back for the Thunderbolts. Zampella hitting .262 on the season. Chopper off the mound. Comes Treasure. Scoop, turn, throw to first in time. An early jam for Jake Treasure, no matter, he says. Gets a pair of outs to end the inning. It's still scoreless as we head to the second.
Some late break on the changeup. Got it off the barrel. Zampella a little bit ahead of it and just trickled it. Well done from Treasure to bear down and get out of the inning unscathed.
Zampella has not recorded a base hit since July 18th. which came against the Thunderbolts. He's 0 for his last 12. And in that Thunderbolts game, he just went 1 for 5. Before that, he's 0 for 2. So Ben, 1 for his last 19. Zampella's really been struggling. They put him in the 5-hole tonight, doesn't deliver early.
He was so great earlier in the year. And he was such a spark plug, but everyone goes through the stretches, and right now he's just in the cold. I mean, look at it on the opposite side. Obviously, Austin Stalker was not able to come through in that situation, but his last 10 games or so, he's totally transformed his season. Average up to 286, you know, after probably hovering around that 200 line for a good part of the season.
He's really been a staple. We always called him throughout the regular season a spark plug, somebody that came in mid-season alongside Jimmy Kirk and provided this offense with life. You know, this Cropdusters lineup was relatively depleted in late June.
Yeah, we left. I could tell there were no errand purchases, so I was like, it's somewhere in this wall.
I just want a car with it. It's fine.
Thank you.
Little exchange going on in the booth. But Zampella and Kirk, Zampella's batting average has dropped from the from the low 3s to 262. Kirk was hitting in the high 3s, 380, 390, now hitting 340. Cropdusters have picked up production elsewhere, but so far tonight has not yielded any runs. We're only 1 full inning down. It's the top of the second. Zachary Harris back on the bump for the Cropdusters. Struck out the side in the top of the first. He's facing 4, 5, 6. It starts with the cleanup man, Jack McCarthy. Righty-righty matchup. Harris delivers. Fastball right on the outside corner, called strike. It's 0-1.
Again, just an incredible location right on the edge. These, you know, Thunderbolts hitters are going to have to start looking the other way because Harris is going to keep dominating that outside corner.
0-1 slider, swing and a miss. Nasty late break from Harris. Cuts outside to the righty McCarthy. He's down 0-2.
And even more of a reason why you have to keep thinking outside and shooting the ball the other way. Because if you're swinging early and he drops an off-speed pitch like that and it's still on the outside, you just can't hit it.
0-2, fastball well away. A ball and 2 strikes to McCarthy.
You know, Harris, he's tall, lanky, long arms. He's really just kind of drags that ball from all the way on the left side of the rubber towards the other side of the plate.
Drags a slider into the lefty batter's box. Richie has to scoot over to corral it. 2-2 to McCarthy. He's batting .254 on the season. Harris in motion. Kicks, fires. Fastball away. Count full, 3-2.
And a good call. Richie wanted it, so did Harris, but it was indeed a couple inches out.
Thunderbolts a chance to get a leadoff base runner. Would be their first such runner of the night. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Zampella. Scoop. Throw to first in time. Weak blooper to second base. Walker Zampella handles the rest. 4 up, 4 down have gone the Thunderbolts. There's 1 away in the top of the second.
And once again, just get a flailing swing on the slider. If these Thunderbolts hitters do not learn how to sit back on that outside pitch, they are just not going to have any success against a really good pitch.
Brady Grimes, next man in for Silver Spring-Takoma. Righty-righty matchup. Harris delivers. Curveball called. Strike right down the middle.
Quite the pitch. Just start the at-bat, just to get me over off speed.
0-1 to Grimes. Harris in motion. Another off speed. Misses out. Squares the count. 1-1.
And just barely outside, but a good call.
Solid umpiring so far. Not really any misses. Infield back for Olney. 1-1 to Grimes. Heater away. 2 balls and a strike.
And, you know, he's really trying to get that outside corner. Umpire not giving him those extra couple inches. And if he got those, then, I mean, it would be even a tougher day for these hitters, but advantage in terms of where the umpire is calling the zone for the hitters.
2-1 fastball called, strike. Inside, paints the plate, it's 2-2.
After the constant pitches away, it is tough to react to a fastball in the inner half, especially when you're consistently looking for the fastball in the outer half or the off-speed pitch as well.
2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Beautiful off speed from Harris. Dips low. Grimes can't connect. Harris has faced 5 batters. He's struck out 4. There's 2 gone in the top of the second.
Change up. Again, middle of the plate, and then just drops down. Excellent pitch, excellent location.
Vance Bond, your next man in for the Thunderbolts. First pitch, broken bat, chopper, third base side. Santiago Cruz barehand throwing the run. It's wide. Hits the right field fence. Bonnier rounded first. He's heading to second. Sliding his stalker. He gets it. An infield base hit.
I think that's an
E5.
error to me, yeah.
Officially ruled an E5. On El Santiago Cruz, that's been his trouble so far this season, has cleaned it up. But they're a wild throw. That's his 5th error of the season.
And certainly a questionable start. You know, they have Audrey Cromartie's been so sure-handed. Yes, he struggled at the plate, but so has Santiago Cruz, and Aiden Fry is also here today. A little bit surprising. He's on the lineup. And, you know, just like that, after absolutely cruising through the first 5 batters, now there's a runner in scoring position, so he'll have to bear down against, you know, a hitter that it's a favorable matchup for.
Caleb Sturdivant stands in. First pitch swinging left field line, foul. Harris left the breaking ball hanging. Sturdivant just a little ahead. He's had a rough season. 7 hitter for the Thunderbolts, batting 106. That's last place for Silver Spring-Takoma. 7 hits and 66 at-bats. Time is called. Sturdivant had a hit last night in the Thunderbolts' 8-4 win over the Gaithersburg Giants. The only reason the T-Bolts are playing tonight. 0-1 to Sturdivant. Fastball right at the knees, called strike. It's 0-2.
And that you're not going to get a better pitch than he got on the 0-0. I mean, it was a hanging breaking ball. Harris does not throw a lot of those. Right down the middle. Sturdivant, pretty decent swing on it, just well ahead.
0-2 pitch. Bonnier on second. Harris set. Kicks. Fires. Breaking ball away. Ritchie picks it off the dirt. It's 1-2.
I've seen a couple times already. Harris get ahead 0-2. And then kind of this waste of pitch. Obviously, there's something to be said for a waste pitch, but he's throwing a lot of these 0-2 ones that are just pretty uncompetitive, not ones that are really serve any purpose of the hitters even thinking about swinging at.
He has yet to walk somebody, so he's filling the zone. But you're right, Ben, those away pitches have not necessarily been competitive. That one a little more so. Slider outside. Sturdivant takes. It's 2-2. Bonnier on second. Scoreless contest in the top of the second. 2-2 count to Caleb Sturdivant. 2 gone. Pitch. Fastball inside. Pops out of Ritchie's glove. Count 3-2. If Ritchie catches that, you might have a chance. That one did coat the zone. Top inside corner.
I think he fouled it off.
It's 2-2.
Yeah, he saw the umpire put his hands up. Did believe that was a foul ball. If Ritchie catches it, it's an out, definitely.
We'll do it all over again. 2-2 pitch. Harris fires. No debate. Fastball right down the middle. Sturdivant knows it. He's down on strikes. Harris has retired 6. He's struck out 5. It's still a scoreless contest as we head to the bottom of the second.
Sturdivant was clearly hoping for an off-speed pitch, similar to one that he got to start the at-bat. Instead, gets a fastball top of the zone and just lets it go by for strike 3. So the error does not come back to haunt Olney in the second inning. 2 base knocks in the first, got runners in scoring position. They were not able to move it around though. Treasure certainly wasn't overpowering the hitters, though, in the top of the first. Bottom of the first, excuse me. And you gotta like the depth, especially in the 6 and 7 hitters for this team, with it being Andrew Kell and Carter Ritchie. You know, 2 hitters who we both saw batting third at different parts in the season.
Guys, we also saw in the cleanup spot, when this lineup really puts forth its best 9, it truly is one of the deepest in the league. Hard to beat the big train. Jake Treasure back on the bump for the Thunderbolts. He'll face 6, 7, 8 for the Cropdusters. Kel, Ritchie, Santiago Cruz, all righty batters facing the lefty Treasure. It's a scoreless contest in the bottom of the second. Cropdusters has stranded 2 runners in scoring position in the bottom of the first. A chance to make up for some early mishaps. It'll start with Andrew Kell. Infield back for Silver Spring-Takoma. First pitch, foul tip. Just a piece of the changeup for Andrew Kell. It was low and away. He's down 0-1.
Pretty wayward swing from Kell, you know. Not anywhere close to hitting that changeup on the outside part of the plate. Aggressive swing once more from a Cropduster hitter, though.
0-1. Fastball away. Levels it. A ball and a strike. One pitch. Heater. Low and outside. Kell takes. It's 2-1.
And home plate umpire really not giving any extra strikes on that outside corner. Really going to have to keep it within the zone.
2-1 to Kell. Heater. Foul tip. Straight back. Evens the count. 2-2.
Good fastball. Again, away, away, away. Especially, you know, lefty without great velocity is not trying to come inside, especially against Kell quick hands.
2-2, heater away. Kell takes, count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. This could be a key base runner for the Cropdusters. Kell has wheels, is capable of stealing. 3-2. Treasure delivers. Ground ball, second base. Kim. Pick. Throw. In time. 1 gone.
Great location, kept it away, low and outside. Not a bad swing from Kell, but you really got to put a good swing on it to hit a fastball that's in the bottom right quadrant of the zone over the head of the second base.
Hard to elevate a low and away fastball. Hard to drive a low and away fastball. Perfect location from Treasure. And him being a lefty, it runs outside. He now faces Carter Ritchie. First pitch, heater away, 1-0.
Yeah, and pitchers can make a living on just fastballs away, away, away. If you can consistently hit it and not have it bleed towards the middle. These smart Cropduster hitters, though, will probably make adjustments.
1-0 curveball misses high, make it 2-0 to Ritchie. Infield back for the T-Bolts. Scoreless contest. 2-0 fastball away. 3 balls and no strikes to Carter Ritchie.
Trying to throw the perfect pitch on the outside corner. It's not an easy feat. Just missing a little bit away every time.
Ritchie will likely take. It's up to Treasure to fill the zone. He does. First miss for the home plate umpire. Ball was outside. Gives him a 3-0 strike. Still a hitter's count to Ritchie, 3-1.
I mean, yeah, a little bit out. 3-0, though. Not necessarily shocking.
Treasure set, kicks, delivers. Ritchie skies it, right field, drifting back. Pouvel towards the line, makes the catch. There's 2 gone.
Again, late break away. Some kind of a 2-seam run on that one. And fastball just went away from the barrel. Ritchie put a decent swing on it, but well done from Treasure just to avoid a barrel.
8-hitter Anel Santiago Cruz in for Olney. Another righty batter for the Cropdusters. Facing the lefty Treasure. Infield stove back for the T-Bolts. First pitch, check swing. Ball was outside. Santiago Cruz goes around. It's 0-1. Appeal to the first base umpire. He said yes. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball right at the knees. Beautiful location. It's 0-2.
Excellent pitch. Bended in and still just barely in the strike zone. Perfect location. Keeping it away from Santiago Cruz while still having it come back in the zone.
0-2. Back to the changeup. Misses out.
And you see how that combination works well. It's a slider that breaks in, changeup in the two-seam as well that's breaking out, and it's late movement, so tough to pick up.
1-2. Back to the four-seamer. Misses away. Santiago Cruz squares the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the second. Still a scoreless game. Two-two, fly ball, deep right center field, drifting back, Sturdivant, looking up, it's gone! Cropdusters strike first. Anel Santiago Cruz gets the start and delivers in a monstrous way. His first blast of the season makes it 1-0 Olney in the bottom of the second.
Angel Santiago Cruz.
Gets a change up in a poor location, up and away. And he's so strong, he just, sometimes he just unable to get it on the barrel, but when he gets it there, there's no doubt about his ability to hit for power. And man, did he smoke that ball. Great hitting going the other way. Opposite field blast. I mean, that just speaks to the strength that he has.
Now batting for your Cropdusters, the center fielder number 3 from Frostburg State University, Brian Scott.
9-hitter for the Cropdusters. Brian Scott stands in after the brief mound visit for the Thunderbolts. First pitch, fastball lined right side foul. He's down 0-1. A 1 pitch, beautiful two-seamer, runs outside. That was filthy. It's 0-2.
Indeed it was. Scott has to change his approach now, down 0-2.
Pitch. Went change up away and low. It's 1-2 to Scott. One and two. Fastball well outside. Scott takes 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, Cropdusters ahead 1-0. After being down 0-2, Brian Scott has worked it full. Change-up missing, low and out. Payoff pitch, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Brian Scott.
After the home run, you don't want to make the mistake of being too careful. Still got to attack, got to touch your stuff.
3-2 drills him. Treasure lets Scott go. 2-out base runner for the Cropdusters. It's Brian Scott, who wears one to the elbow, brings in the top of the order in Cade Walter.
Batting next, the left fielder number 6 from Jacksonville University, Cade Walter.
Curry in at third, lefty-lefty matchup. Pick off of Scott at first. He's back safely. Couple righties tossing for the T-Bolts to the left of the bullpen. It's 1-0 to Walter. First pitch fastball missed away.
And already for Walter, a chance to make amends for his first at bat where he was overpowered by Treasure.
Pickoff move. Scott back sliding. Still 1-0 to Walter. Breaking ball misses out. It's 2-0. Foul tip straight back. Make it 2-1. Pick off of Scott once more. Still 2-1 to Walter.
Treasure's got a solid move, and he's certainly not afraid to go to it as much as he thinks he is necessary.
2-1 heater drilled to left field, drifting back. Bonnier now comes in, makes the catch, inning ends. Anel Santiago Cruz put the Cropdusters ahead with a solo shot in the bottom of the second. It's a 1-0 score as we head to the third.
Just a 2 innings of play, the score is the Thunderbolts 0, your Cropdusters 1. Hey fans, you can see what's happening over at first base. It's kids dusting the bases. They'll make their way around the bases. Let's make some noise for our Crappies!
Quite the crowd means a full, you know, dirt infield running these bases. They just keep coming. Infielders have to get their warm-ups in a much more careful fashion. Don't want to by accidentally hit a kid running by.
Hawaii jersey shirts available for sale at the Crop Shop.
You ever do a running on the field after an MLB game?
Not after an MLB game, after a couple minor league games I have. Have you?
I have. I did it once, City Field. It was very fun. Wish I could kind of really walk around and enjoy it, but it was still obviously cool to do it.
You ever gotten a tour of a baseball stadium?
I have. I got a tour of City Field once. They were
Nice.
trying to sucker us into buying a big season ticket package. Got the tour, didn't get the package though. You?
Have not. I remember we went to Boston one time when I was about 16, 15, maybe 14 actually. I don't know. Ages kind of meshed together around that time. Regardless, we were talking about doing a Fenway tour, but we instead just went to watch them play the Yankees, and that I think was a little more fun.
That is quite fun. It's such a great tradition, you know, within the Monster, the players signing it. Has James Wood, have they been to Fenway yet? Has he been able to sign that? Do you know?
I believe he's been to Fenway. Wood has been to Fenway. He has not been to Fenway. I just asked our statistician, Ben.
But soon enough.
Even non-Cal Ripken related, he knows the answer.
James Wood will, you know, enter the thousands of players who have put their name in the Fenway wall, which is, in my opinion, one of the coolest things. And you just hear from the players how much they've always looking forward to do it. When the Mets went to Fenway, you finally saw all those young guys like Vientos and Beatty, Mauricio putting their name etched in history. Upscale graffiti, or you
Yeah.
call it.
If I was out there, I'd make mine like a Hancock. Top of the third inning. Zachary Harris back on the bump. First pitch fastball called a strike to Bryce Curry. Cropdusters ahead 1-0 in the top half of the inning. 0-1 pitch. Heater away. Levels at 1-1. And Ben, you got handed a pretty cool piece of sports memorabilia before the game.
That I did, out of nowhere. A Doc Gooden signed photo. Weirdly enough, I actually have a Doc Gooden signed jersey that I won in a raffle randomly. So, you know, in my memorabilia section, it's going to be Doc Gooden leading the way. So, yeah, awesome gift.
Maybe need a glove, and then you have the triple crown of Doc Gooden memorabilia.
Yeah, seriously.
It's 2-2 to Curry. Last pitch was a fastball that laced the outside part of the plate. Harris in motion. Chopper, third base side. Santiago Cruz bobbles it, picks it up, throw to first. In time. Looks like Curry was hurt running out of the box. He never even took off to first, now limps back to the dugout. That might be it for Bryce Curry.
Something to watch for, certainly, as he just was not able to put any weight in it. And Santiago Cruz, you know, certainly must have been a good feeling for after he bobbled the ball. Gets to look up and see that he has all day to make the throw to first.
Could have ran it over there himself. 9-hitter Matt Kim steps in. Righty-righty matchup. Harris kicks, fires. Fastball outside, 1-0. Kim hitting .268 on the season. Has a 1-0 count. Off speed, misses low. 2 balls, no strikes.
And 2 impressive takes from Kim. Both pitches that are just a tiny bit outside. And again, good calls on both of them.
2-0. Fastball right down Broadway. Could not have been more perfect. It's 2-1.
Kim, certainly not in swing mode because you're not going to get a better pitch than that to hit.
2-1. Harris kicks, delivers. Heater frames the outside corner. 2-2. Thunderbolts still looking for their first hit. Only base runner has reached on an error. 2-2 count. Chopper right off the mound. In comes Santiago Cruz and can't field it. First base knock for the Thunderbolts officially scored, and it wasn't the most traditional. Weak chopper to the left of the mound. Santiago Cruz from third charging in. Just floats right under his glove. Runner on first with 1 out. Top of the order for the T-Bolts. It's Steve Thomas.
Seems like he might have been caught between 2 minds on whether to barehand that or go with a glove. Glove went down a little bit late. But of course, if he's in there for his hitting, hit a home run. So, you know, you take what you can get.
He also seemed like he was darting to barehanded and then came back and tried to field it almost in between his legs. It was awkward. You're right, Ben, seemingly split between 2 minds as the fastball goes right down the middle to Thomas. Levels the count 1-1.
And not to nitpick, but that's what you have to do when pitcher's been so good. Harris, who was dotting up the zone consistently outside corner, he's seen a couple of these pitches bleed out. I mean, another one. Obviously 1-0 count, so just trying to get a strike, but to a talented hitter like Thomas, got to stay vigilant.
Number 2 batted on the Thunderbolts, grounds it to second. Zampella flip to Hawkins at short, throw back to first in time. 4-6-3 ends the inning. Cropdusters still lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
Impressive. Bryce Curry, I believe, staying in the game despite struggling initially. He's coming out of the box.
You always have to admire players that battle through injury, especially in big contests like this one. Wild card round, winner go home. But for Curry, you have to wonder how mobile he'll be, especially at a position that requires such quick reflexes, that being third base.
Yeah, you know, it's double-edged sword. Of course, you want to do everything you can for your team. You want to put on for your city, but at the same time, it can become selfish if you're trying too hard, saying I got this. Well, in reality, you playing doesn't help your team. It always should come down to the coach. I mean, obviously, you would know, as Skins fan at the time, the Robert, RG3 being sort of relatively coerced into staying in, maybe, and
he coerced the coaching staff, but that's a discussion for another day. RG3 in some controversy right now. Shaq called him out, said he would knock him on his you-know-what. Couple words I can't say on air. For a post he retweeted on Twitter about Angel Reese. So he's taking a battering on and off the field.
It's tough life as an analyst.
Now working for Netflix. Has his own podcast.
Well, how about that? You give it a listen?
No. No, most of my podcasts are more DC sports-centric, not RG3-centric. First pitch is Zakai Hawkins, ground ball, second base. Kim, easy, throw to first, in time.
There was a time where those two were, of course, interchangeable.
That was a great year, 2012. I was convinced that we had the future. And then it all came crashing down against the Seahawks. Quick ground out for Zakai Hawkins brings in Jimmy Kirk. 1-0 contest in the bottom of the third. Righty-lefty matchup. Kirk the righty. Pitch. Heater away. It's 1-0. Is there a player that played for your team that you think other fans really enjoyed but you just couldn't stand?
It's a good question.
Any team. Does not have to be football, baseball. As Kirk takes a 2-0 fastball away. Or a 1-0 fastball away, makes it 2-0.
I feel like there are answers. That's stumper. Do you have one?
I feel like there was a lot of Sam Howell sympathy from fans outside the organization as Kirk drills one. Right field, no doubt about it. 2-0 Dusters.
And again, great swing, fastball. Kirk going right with the pitch. Another opposite field homer. This team has just continued to power the ball out of here.
It's been nothing but pop for Olney. 2 solo home runs have made it a 2-0 ball game. Jimmy Kirk, his third of the season. It comes in a big spot. Brings in Austin Stalker. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, change up away. It's 1-0. .99 off the bat, traveled 365 feet. Jimmy Kirk using all of that ginormous frame to drill that outside fastball into right field. It's 2-0 to Stalker. Three balls, no strikes. Couple guys stretching for the T-Bolts. It's 3-0. Treasure set. Kicks, fires, 4-pitch walk.
You know what? The more I think about it, I do have one. Cornerback, DJ Reed really frustrated me. And he's beloved. The PFF grade talks about how great he is, but I feel like you watch every snap and a lot of PI, and now he's not on the team anymore, and probably definitely would like to have him, but I think that benefited a lot from Sauce next to him, and yeah, I thought the penalties that were added up.
I've always been a DJ Reed sympathizer myself, so I'm part of that crowd. Pick off of Stalker. He's back sliding rather safely.
I wish him well. The Lions now.
I think Ian Desmond was a big fan of, or a player that a lot of guys sympathized with in the mid-2010s, won a lot of Silver Sluggers. But I'll tell you what, I like Ian Desmond a little bit for what he could do on offense, but if you want to look at an atrocious MLB fielder, just look no further than number 20 on the Nationals, Ian Desmond. He was awful.
Did you have strong thoughts on Michael A. Taylor? Couldn't hit for a while, but someone that people liked.
Michael A. Taylor, 1-for-1 in the World Series with a home run. Didn't mind him. It was more, never necessarily thought he was going to be great. I know there was a lot of hype around him, but he was good enough, and he's been good enough. He was never going to be a superstar, but he's a nice role player to have. I think Robles was a guy that I was more disappointed in. As the pitch to Zampella misses low, it's 2-1. There's one out. Walker Zampella at the dish. Austin Stalker on first base. Cropdusters ahead 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Off goes Stalker from first. Breaking ball. Throw down to second. Not in time. Pitch was called a strike. It's 2-2. Runner in scoring position now for Olney. It's Austin Stalker on second base. Walker Zampella has a 2-2 count. Count 2-2.
Good chance for Zampella to break out of this slump, and if he can get hot, you add it to a lineup that's got a lot of guys that are going hot right now.
One for his last 20, takes the changeup away. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Treasure set, kicks, delivers. Fastball skied, right side foul. Still 3-2. Treasure steps off the bump, checks on Stalker. It's still 3-2.
And Stalker loves it. Loves, anything that shows that his antics are getting in the head of Treasure, of course, is a win for him.
Was clapping after Treasure stepped off. 3-2 pitch. Fastball in an eye. It's skied to the right side, foul. Still 3-2. Zampella not going down without a fight. He's fouled off 2 straight full count pitches. There's one away. Cropdusters ahead 2-0 rather in the bottom of the third. Three-two pitch. Fly ball right field. In comes Puvel. He makes the catch. Throw to second. Back in time. Stalker started heading towards third. Line drive, hunt up. Throw came back to second base to try and double up Stalker. He got a foot in there. There's 2 gone. Brings in Andrew Kell. Stalker still on second base.
Unlucky. But a step in the right direction for Zampella. Fastball on the outside part of the plate and just going with it, not trying to do too much. Those will start to fall.
Keller waits. Treasure delivers. Change up right at the knees. Called strike. It's 0-1. Infield back for the T-Bolts. Tried to pick off Stalker. Nobody was there. Kim had backed off the bag. Still 0-1 to Kel.
And he is really interested with Stalker. You know, 2 outs, the runner on second. As long as you're keeping him relatively close, that's all the best you can do. It's not like Stalker's taking a crazy lead. I think it's in Treasure's interest just to kind of forget about him.
0-1 slider. Blooped. Shallow right field. Drifting back. Grimes, the first baseman. Dropped the ball. Stalker comes in to score. It's 3-0 Cropdusters on the error by Brady Grimes.
Batting next to catcher number 36 from VCU, Carter Ritchie.
Brings in Carter Ritchie. Righty bat facing the lefty Treasure. First pitch, chopper, shortstop, Gill, scoop, toss to second in time. Inning over. Cropdusters tally 2 more. They lead 3-0 as we head to the 4th.
Great 3 innings, and that was a concern for the Cropdusters, the way they're going to start this game. And man, did they start well. And Zachary Harris, a huge part of that, pitching incredibly well through 3 innings. But the lineup has been bopping. 2 homers in 3 innings.
And OBGC serves over 7,000 children every year, and 300 young athletes annually rely on scholarships offered by the club via community support. Thank you, OBGC.
Harris, of course, still in this game. He's got innings to go, especially with how easy those 3 innings were.
Top of the 4th inning. Zachary Harris back on the bump for the Dusters. He's tossed 3 scoreless frames, allowing just 1 hit. He's facing 2, 3, 4 for the T-Bolts, who trail 3-0. Starts with Tyson Gill, lefty batter. First pitch from Harris. Skied, left side foul, 0-1.
Important to see a bounce back here for your Thunderbolts. You know, it's coming off a rough inning, the home run and the error. Down 3, Harris is really yet to deal with anything except for some rough fielding. Got to get some traffic going.
0-1 to Gill. Off speed, misses in, levels it, a ball and a strike. Santiago Cruz about 20 feet off third base. Shifting for the lefty. 1-1 pitch. Foul tip straight back, 1-2. Crowd chanting Zippy, Zachary Harris's nickname. 1-2 pitch, Harris in motion. Ground ball, Hawkins at short, fields it on the hop. Throw to first, in time, one gone. Hard ground ball, no problem for Zakai Hawkins. One away. Nobody on for Griffin Puvel. Puvel shows bunt, gets it down. Harris coming off the bump, backhand throw on the run. Not in time. Puvel too fast. He takes the infield single, second such hit of the night for the T-Bolts. They only have two. Runner on first with one away for Jack McCarthy.
Sort of thought the ball beat Puvel there. Call didn't go the way of the Cropdusters. Still, what an impressive play from Harris, making the throw with basically his back turned towards first base. Didn't stop to look at the target, just threw it, and it was on the money. But good hustle from Puvel.
McCarthy stands in. T-Bolts trail 3-0. First pitch, line drive into right, base hit. Staying at second is Puvel. McCarthy knocks one into right. First time a ball has trailed to the outfield for the T-Bolts. There's two aboard with one out for Brady Grimes.
And well done from McCarthy there. Got the fastball in the inner half. Seeing Harris's fastballs leak a little bit more to the inner half of the plate and taking full advantage of it. Not trying to do too much, just shooting it the other way.
Grimes is essentially power or bust from the plate, leads the team with 5 home runs. First pitch skies it left field foul. Out of play, it's 0-1.
Just way ahead of that breaking ball.
Grimes has 16 hits on the season, 10 have gone for extra bases.
Boom or bust, and this is certainly a time for a boom if you are Thunderbolts.
Can he bring it? Can he bring the boom? 0-1 to Grimes. Off speed, in the dirt. Richie blocks, it's 1-1.
Good block from Richie, you know. Trying to keep this double play and trying to keep the base hit from making this a one-run ball game.
2 men on, it's Puvel on second, McCarthy on first. One away, Grimes awaits. Harris fires, fastball outside, 2 balls and a strike. Righty-righty matchup, middle infield playing deep for Olney, double play depth. Santiago Cruz even with the bag at third, Stalker at first playing behind the runner. Top of the fourth, 2-1 pitch. Deep drive, center field, drifting back, Scott looking up, it is a boom! We're tied, it's 3-3, Brady Grimes delivers his 6th blast of the season. We've got a fresh contest.
Curveball down and away, and he put a great swing on it. 100 off the bat, and boy was that ball killed.
With one swing, the T-Bolts have changed this game entirely. We're level. 3-3 brings in Vance Bonnier. First pitch, drilled left field, drifting back, and it's caught.
You thought we got back-to-back on our hands.
Would have been quite the change of events. Bonnier put an absolutely monstrous cut on it, just a little too on top. Walter makes the catch on the warning track. It's still 3-3.
And again, the location of that off-speed pitch, inner half, a pitch to turn on. As we're getting a little bit deeper, he's just not as sharp as he was that first time around.
Caleb Sturdivant steps in, first pitch, ground ball. Santiago Cruz fields it, throw to first in time. Inning ends, but not without an absolute boom. Brady Grimes, a 3-run blast, evens the score as we head to the bottom half of the fourth.
And we'll see if Harris will stay in the game next inning, as he got hit. And let's see, it's a new arm for Thunderbolts.
Jake Treasure's night ends.
Interesting fan engagement they're going for right now.
Going full Hawaiian. You ever been to Hawaii? Can you do the hula?
Man, oh man, Hawaii, it's near the top of my list. Seriously is. I know you've been twice.
I have. Very pretty. Prettiest place I've ever been.
Yeah, it's
in terms of just natural beauty. Number 39 on the bump. It's Henry Steen. We've seen him before. Takes over for the T-Bolts. Steen. Get you his numbers momentarily. Steen has appeared in 7 games, all in relief. He's tossed 13 innings, has allowed 16 hits and 6 earned runs. He's walked 7, has struck out 18, has a 4.15 ERA.
And he's got a tough task ahead of him. This Cropduster team has just not really been shut down, especially when they have their best lineup out there. We saw Treasure struggle his way through.
Cropdusters, the third baseman, number 37 from the University of Richmond, Angel Santiago Cruz.
We're all tied up, 3-3 in the bottom of the fourth. A 3-run blast from Brady Grimes, even the score in the top half of the inning. Ano Santiago Cruz stands in. He got the scoring starters for us in the bottom of the second. Solo shutout to center field. It's funny, Ben. I've been to Hawaii, I've been to Alaska, have not been to New York City.
Hey, you know, I don't know what the route is, but you need a place to crash on your way home, on your way, you know, from school, on your way up to school. We could go to New York City, just crash at my place. Not in the city, but easy train ride.
I gotta say, outside of missing this awesome baseball, I'm gonna miss you the most, Ben.
Yeah, right there. Damn, no doubt about it. No, and you know, me and I'm sure many other fans are going to be interested to see what you do this year at Syracuse. Hope that that'll be shared in some way, whether it be, you know, Instagram or through Syracuse's.
It'll be through something as Santiago Cruz chops the curveball down the left field line, makes it 1-2.
Can you give us any teaser of what we should expect from you this season?
Expect some pretty cool editing stuff on Citrus TV's best sports show, No Pulp. That's what I can guarantee right now. Maybe some cool radio pieces, who knows. 1-2 pitch to Santiago Cruz. Breaking ball, check swing, win around. It was upstairs. Santiago Cruz couldn't lay off. It's the second time he's gone around on a check swing tonight. This time he ends in a strikeout. There's one gone in the bottom of the fourth. Brian Scott, next man in. Righty-righty matchup. 9-hitter for the Dusters. First pitch, breaking ball. What a nice cut. Starts in, breaks late, laces the inside corner. It's 0-1. Goes back to the curveball blooper right side. It was in on the hands of Scott. He was jammed once more. This time it tails foul. 0-2.
So for your Oranges, what team do you have the highest expectations for, the highest hopes for this year in general?
I think the best team is still the lacrosse team, but I have the most optimism for the basketball team. A lot of good incoming recruits, some nice returners. It'd be disappointing if this team did not make the tournament, as Scott fouls off a changeup straight back. And you went to a school without a football team, Dickinson. Who do you root for? Oh, they have a football team, rather?
They have a football team, but, they're fine. Got some friends on that team. I'll be calm, but, yeah, they're never really competing for much.
Do you have a D1 team that you tend to pull for, as Scott grounds at shortstop over the glove of Tyson Gill? One out base runner for the Dusters. Brian Scott aboard for the second time tonight.
Yeah, it's as a kid, and this is as bandwagon got, I thought Julio Jones was amazing. I thought Derrick Henry was amazing, and I cheered for Alabama. That was awesome when they beat Georgia through the pass. When I still can't really watch the kick six, but anymore, I don't really have that same feeling for them. I don't feel as in tune with the players as I did. I got a lot of obviously going to school in Pennsylvania, a lot of Penn State fans, so certainly down the stretch I was cheering for them.
As Walter, first pitch swinging deep left center field, drifting back Bonnier from left, makes the catch. There's two gone. Scott still on first. Speaking of Penn State, that's where my mom went, so ironically, along with the Terps, that was the team that I also rooted for. I was actually as a surprise birthday present for my 13th birthday. I went to a Penn State game, played Nebraska late in the season, but it ended up being Saquon Barkley's last game in Happy Valley.
Wow, that's quite the claim to game.
It's quite the claim to game. I had a great time. Heck of an environment.
Seriously, it was so fun.
Zakai Hawkins stands in, first pitch, fastball away. It's 1-0.
My friend who's going to law school with Penn State, he says that he's going to go with the student section, Penn State, Oregon, and he says that whether we go to the game or not, we should go to the tailgate because it'll just be so fun.
Scott takes off to second base. He's in there. It's 2-0 to Hawkins. Brian Scott now on second. Second successful stolen base, or third rather, for the Dusters. It's 2-0 to Hawkins. Runner on second. Tie game, 3-3 in the bottom of the fourth, 2 away. 2-0 pitch. Curveball, just a little high. 3 balls and no strikes to Hawkins.
Big breaker there. Almost found its way back in the zone, but just a little bit too late on the break.
Hawkins awaits. Steen set. Kicks, delivers, low. 4 straight balls to Zakai Hawkins. 2 men aboard with 2 outs for the Dusters. Dangerous hitter coming up, Jimmy Kirk. He's 2 for 2, has already launched a home run tonight. Mr. Cropduster, a chance to deliver for his team once again.
And not the guy you want up if you're the Thunderbolts. Clutch hitter, he loves the big moment. Cropduster trying to take the lead right back.
And I'm a little surprised how shallow the T-Bolts outfield is playing. You'd expect with Kirk up and the fact that there's a runner on second, you'd play back to prevent any extra base hits.
Especially with the runner on first as well.
That can absolutely fly in Hawkins. First pitch to Kirk was a breaking ball away. It's 1-0.
Only, the 4th inning, with the way the game's been going, I figure there's a lot more scoring in it.
Kirk, deep left center. It one hops the wall. 1 run scores. Rounding third is Hawkins. Cutoff goes to Gill at short. He tosses it home. Not in time. Jimmy Kirk, 3 for 3. 3 RBIs. Cropdusters ahead, 5-3.
Jimmy Kirk waiting for the big moment. He's been here. He's paid his dues in this Cropduster team. And now he is coming through in the clutch.
Henry Steen left a breaking ball right down the middle. Kirk makes him pay. It's 5-3 Dusters. Austin Stalker stands in with Kirk on second. First pitch attacking, fouls it straight back. He's down 0-1. And we're on cycle watch, Ben. Jimmy Kirk, a single, a double, a home run would be a heck of a feat if he were to snag a triple.
Maybe you need one of those diving misses.
0-1 Stalker skies it, shallow left field. In comes Bonnier. Makes the catch, and it ends. Cropdusters jump back on top. They lead 5-3 as we head to the fifth.
Again, according to play, the scores: the Thunderbolts 3, your Cropdusters 5. Hey fans, tonight is OBGC night. That's right, we're excited to have that with us tonight. Let's make some noise for your Olney Cropdusters.
And Zachary Harris is going to stay in this game despite, a bit more of a challenging last inning.
Harris allowed a 3-run home run in the top of the fourth. His team back on top, 5-3. He comes back out for the fifth.
So, momentum flung to the Thunderbolts, but then they kind of took a gut punch, 2 runs. Seems like this one could be in for, a real back and forth contest.
Cropdusters are the only team with a lead so far. Thunderbolts have tied it, have not jumped ahead. They're back behind, trailing by 2. It's a 5-3 score as we begin the top of the fifth. Zachary Harris back on the mound for the Cropdusters. He's facing 8 and 9 and then top of the order for the T-Bolts. It'll start with Bryce Curry. Righty-righty matchup, Harris in motion. First pitch, breaking ball, low, it's 1-0.
And, for the Cropdusters, they have their best bullpen guys available in Gavin Lill and Sean Roseman. The question is, how early do they want to go to them?
Mind you, this Cropduster staff is a little depleted as Choppers, Hawkins at short, takes it, throw to first in time. Curry is retired. There's one gone.
And Stalker falls on the way after. Bit of an awkward looking play. Hawkins calls off Santiago Cruz, and it worked out all right.
Brings in Matt Kim. But there's no Torian Domenico, no Glenn Smith.
And just right there, those are 2 guys who ate up a lot of innings and were starting games. 2 guys you could trust to start games.
No Dominic Pieto either, so with 2 series wins necessary to bring home a Cal Ripken League championship, the biggest question mark really is how the arms will be handled with such a depleted rotation. Likely will stretch Harris for as long as he can go. He has a 1-1 count to Matthew Kim. There's 1 away. Dusters lead 5-3.
It's also a situation, though, where you can't leave anyone today. I mean, it's a must-win game. You got to put your cards on the table.
Slider, swing and a miss. Make it 1-2. And that's an upper hand that this Olney team has. The Thunderbolts had an elimination game yesterday against the Giants, pitched their best arm in Dolmarkey. So right now, their bullpen already a little shorthanded, considering the fact they had to put their cards on the table last night and must do it again tonight. Kim, ground ball, shortstop, Hawkins backhand, throw to first, wild. Stalker scoops. Another infield single for Matthew Kim. He's aboard for the second time tonight.
Designated hitter number
So Matthew Kim, a bit of a spark from the 9-hole. 2 knocks.
Trying to set up his top of the order, which has done very little. Thomas 0 for 2, Gill 0 for 2. It's Steve Thomas in now, righty-righty matchup. First pitch, fastball low, it's 1-0.
And he's going to be in leader's head. You want to stretch someone out, you also got to win the game. So it's a tough, balance.
Thomas, line drive, left field, falls, base hit. In comes Walter, fields it on the hop. Kim advances to second. Steve Thomas, his first knock of the contest. 2 aboard with just 1 out for Tyson Gill. Best hitter by average for this Thunderbolts team with a .364 stripe.
And Harris's stuff is just, the velocity is a little bit down. He's not hitting his spots consistently the way he was. Just got to, you figure you take what you can get. And at least I think getting someone moving in the bullpen could be the right move. I mean, these guys have not thrown that many innings in a while. He's up to his 5th inning of work.
Last time we saw him was well over a week ago. Pitched the first 3 innings against the Big Train. That game ended up getting rained out and was concluded yesterday. Bethesda absolutely dumped on the Dusters. Won by double digits.
They got an impressive lineup, no doubt about it.
It's 1-0 to Gill. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. A little too eager over the top of it. It's 1-1.
Slowed that down and had Thomas flailing ahead on it.
The ball on a strike. Gill showed bunt, pulled back. Off-speed pitch was away. 2-1. Thunderbolts trail 5-3. They have 2 aboard. It's Kim on second, Thomas on first. Tyson Gill stands into the lefty batter's box facing the righty Harris. He's 0 for 2. Santiago Cruz in at third. Hawkins holding the runner at second from short. Pickoff attempt. Kim back safely.
Close play at second. Too close for comfort if you're Kim.
Was caught leaning a little bit. It was really the shallow lead that saved him, was not far off the bag. Another small lead about 6 feet from second base. 2 balls and a strike. Gill, line drive, left field foul. 2-2.
Trying to take that one the other way. Just sort of flailing at it, not sitting back.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Harris takes the signal from Richie. Nods his head, comes set. Gill, blooper, shallow center field. In comes Brian Scott, makes the catch. There's 2 gone. Griffin Puvel trying to salvage this late rally for the T-Bolts. There's 2 away, 2 runners on. Tying run on first base and Steve Thomas. Puvel 1 for 2 tonight.
It's a good pitch. The changeup, well out of the zone. Never going to get anything on that. And it's one that it's tough to lay off because it stays in the zone for so long.
First pitch breaking ball, chopped right side foul.
Puvel kind of doing a double take on that pitch as the velocity just continues to go slower on that off speed down to 72.
It was outside. 0-1 count. Puvel awaits. Breaking ball in the dirt. He takes 1-1.
Trying to go back to the slider, missing the dirt. Good job by Richie.
Harris takes a new ball. It's Thomas on first, Kim on second. 1-1 count to Griffin Puvel with 2 outs. Thunderbolts trail 5-3 in the top of the 5th. Harris fires. Thomas, or rather Puvel, late on the inside. Heater fouled to the right side. It's 1-2.
It was inside, like you said. And it's a good location. Gets the fastball up and in. He's able to keep it upstairs like that. He can go to the inside. The problem is if he's, missing a little bit down, and then it's just sort of in the wheelhouse. Well done to get it up enough.
Ball and 2 strikes to Puvel. Swing and a miss. Chases the low slider. Thunderbolts come up empty-handed. It's still 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Great job to work out of that jam.
Hey fans, you please turn your attention to the first base side of the field. You're not going to want to miss this special treat and very big tradition here with Cropdusters baseball.
Through 5 innings. Now we'll see how much longer he goes.
All right, let's hear it, fans. Let's hear it for your Cropdusters.
Zachary Harris ran out to join in.
Pitchers, catchers, and leadoff batter are not mandated to do that. Harris getting in on the fun. New arm for the T-Bolts. It's Bryce Green who takes over for Silver Spring-Takoma.
And Green got roughed up his last outing against the Cropdusters. I do remember, a month ago, basically, on the 25th, he had a good outing, 2 2/3, but also notable in that outing, he was pretty chippy with the dugout. After every kind of out he made, he was certainly looking at the dugout, so that's something to watch.
On the season, he's got a 2-1 record in 8 appearances. He's tossed 15 innings, has struck out 20, walked 15, has a 7.20 ERA.
Well done. To get that 0 after the trading blows in the 4th, Cropdusters now just look to expand their 2-run lead.
Now batting for your Cropdusters, the second baseman, number 11 from East Stroudsburg University, Walker Zampella.
So, see the bottom of the order. 3 guys who have yet to contribute much offensively. Zampella, Kell, and Ritchie combined 0 for 6.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Cropdusters ahead 5-3. Walker Zampella leading things off for the Dusters. First pitch, fastball in the dirt. He takes, it's 1-0.
We're seeing a whole community of other announcers coming to the game. I feel like we're a little left out, Nick.
We are. We have to work. If only this team could have gotten a bye. 1-0 Heater right at the knees. Called strike. Levels it a ball in the strike.
And certainly more velocity than we've seen, up to 90.
Zampella stands in. 5-6-7. Due up for Olney. Bryce Green on the bump. Curry in at third, as is Grimes at first. Swing and a miss. Fastball low and in. Too much for Zampella. He's over top of it. It's 1-2. 1-2. Slider away. Evens at 2-2. Two count. Zampella awaits. Line drive, left field line, foul.
Really impressive hitting. Got the hands out quick, turning on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball off the plate on the inside part.
Borderline pitch. Zampella does not leave it up to chance. Still a 2-2 count with nobody out and nobody on. Green set, delivers, changeup outside, count full, 3-2. Andrew Kell waits in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch, fastball low. Zampella draws the walk. He's aboard for the first time tonight, brings in Andrew Kell.
Good job from Zampella after swinging and missing on 1-1. Really bouncing back, fouling off good pitch, and taking some outside pitches as well.
Kell stands in, Zampella on first. Kell shows bunt, slider away. It's 1-0. Green comes set. Off goes Zampella. Throw down to second, not in time. McCarthy really not getting a whole lot of speed on those throwdowns. All of one hop second base. All have been rather slow. It's been easy work for the Dusters. That's their 5th stolen base of the night. Zampella his first. Runner in scoring position with nobody out for Olney.
Green light all day for the quick hitter, the quick runners on Olney, and there's a lot of them.
Kell, chopper, third base, off the glove of Curry. Trickles into center field. Zampella holds it third. Gill frustrated that the pitcher, Bryce Green, did not cover the bag. It's officially ruled an E5. Second time tonight that Kell has reached on an error. Carter Ritchie stands in, runners on the corners, nobody out.
And he's got good speed, so another, stolen base threat certainly. Given the situation too.
Green set. Kicks, fires, Ritchie, chopper, third base side, foul. He's behind 0-1. Green set. Ritchie awaits. Off goes Kell from first. Throw down to second. Nearly went into center field. Hit off Andrew Kell's legs. 2 in scoring position with nobody out. And you have to imagine the infield is coming in here.
As we see it. And yeah, incredibly lucky. They throw it down to second. It goes all the way through. I believe it might have hit Zampella or even the second base bag, but regardless, super fortunate for that ball not to head into the outfield.
Dusters already ahead 5-3. A chance to add to that. 1-1 count to Ritchie. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out. Slider low. 2-1.
Really good take from Ritchie. And a chance for the Cropdusters to fully break it open. Up 2. Bottom of the 5th. 2 runners on. Still nobody out. Hitters count. Everything looking the Cropdusters' way right now.
2 balls and a strike. Fastball. Right at the knees. Richie doesn't like it. Even to the count, 2-2.
And we haven't really seen pitchers try to throw that low pitch, so it's really been in or out. But now we are seeing Green go to that low fastball, and seems like home plate umpire, although he's not giving extra, strikes on the outside, he might be giving it. He might be a low ball umpire.
2-2. Back to the low fastball. Misses too far down. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's tough, with 3-2. You're thinking about the walk, but Richie cannot go down looking in this situation. A walk also doesn't provide that much with it giving a 4. So any close pitch, you got to be swinging.
3-2 count. Swing and a miss. Foul tip right into the glove of McCarthy. Huge K for Bryce Green. There's one down, brings in Anel Santiago Cruz. Santiago Cruz stands in. Righty-righty matchup, infield still in. First pitch, fly ball, left field. Bonnier coming in, slides, makes the catch. There's 2 gone, and Zampella didn't tag.
It was off the base, a little bit surprising. Not hoping for that it was going to fall. Probably wasn't going to tag on it regardless, but
That's a key out.
it is, certainly.
Could come back to haunt. Bonnier having to slide. Zampella likely would have been safe. Vance Bonnier, not a natural outfielder, usually behind the dish. But with this team trying to get its best 9 bats in the field, Bonnier moves to the outfield as the first pitch to Brian Scott is in there for strike 1.
And we talked about Scott being a first ball hitter a lot. First pitch fastball down the middle, and he lets it go by.
There's 2 outs, 2 men in scoring position. Zampella on third, Kell on second. Scott stands in, heater, low. Nice pick from McCarthy to keep it in front of him. It's 1-1.
Feels like an inflection point in this game. I mean, nobody out. Second and third. Cropdusters were in a chance to make it a 4-run lead, if not more. Now, the Thunderbolts can take it to the 6th inning, just down 2, up to plate. Green has some heavy lifting he's got to do first.
1-1 to Scott. Called strike. Slider about an inch off the plate. Goes in favor of Bryce Green, makes it 1-2.
Upstairs, and it was in the zone for such a long period of time. Maybe ended up a little bit out, but a tough pitch to call a ball.
1-2 pitch. Chopper right back to Green. Steps off the bump. Throw to first in time. Huge 3 straight outs tossed by Bryce Green. It started with 2 on and nobody out. Moved to 2 in scoring position with nobody out. And it ends with a big 0 in the score column. Still a 5-3 contest as we head to the 6th.
Hey fans, it's now time for the Coldplay Kiss Cam. Just kidding, but now that I have your attention, we remind you that the Lone Oak Farm Brewing Company is here tonight serving seltzer beer and orange crushes. Cone Ice is here serving amazing summer treats
And we just got a little bit of a bluff from our PA guy, Coldplay Kiss Cam. How about that scenario going on? It's kind of funny, I can't even lie.
Yeah, and all you had to do is just play it off, but instead you duck, you make a scene, you're gonna get a scene.
I didn't even think about it like that. They act cool.
Yeah, it's just 2 people. Maybe there's someone at the company, or maybe, oh wow, look, it's the CEO, but certainly it would not have had the buzz. And if you just say, oh, but you never know.
I'm not sure if you saw the Phillies mock that, the Philly Fanatic and...
Yeah. Everybody's mocking it, yeah.
And here's a little bit of something interesting. Zachary Harris's night done. Not necessarily the most surprising. What is surprising, the man that takes over Gavin Lill, closer for this Olney team, coming in the 6th.
And you'd figure they wouldn't want to, waste 3 arms. Obviously not waste, use 3 arms. But I was sort of thinking it was just going to be Harris to Roseman to Lill. Maybe Coach Leader and co are thinking, let's get 4 innings out of Lill. He's going to need a day off anyway. So let's just use as much of him as we can.
Lill has been dominant this season.
And he's just gotten better throughout the season as well.
One of the best arms on this team in terms of ERA. Has a 2.51 stripe in 8 appearances. He's tossed 14 1/3, allowed 7 hits and 4 earned runs.
And, for Lill, obviously the numbers speak for itself, but he's, like we said, he's gotten better every time. I mean, he hasn't given up a run all month, and he hasn't given up a run in his last 5 outings.
He's faced the Thunderbolts lineup twice, has tossed a total of 5 innings, has allowed just 1 hit.
And what's been huge for him is earlier in the year, that first month, consistently, struggling with the strike zone, walking a guy in every outing. But he's been so sharp of late, and that's going to be the key if he can keep that up in this game. But 2 straight pitches out of the zone.
It's Jack McCarthy leading things off for the T-Bolts, 4-hitter. Righty-righty matchup. Lill has tossed 2 consecutive out of frame. Tosses a fastball in there. It's fouled straight back. Make it 2-1.
That's a healthy hack from McCarthy. Credit to him. 2-0 against a new pitcher. Still, being aggressive.
It's 2-1. Infield back for the Dusters. They lead 5-3. Top of the 6th. Nobody out, nobody on. Lill. High curveball. Misses up. Hitters count 3-1. This is an unfamiliar spot for Lill, not coming in with 6 outs to get, 3 outs to get, 12 remaining. 3-1 pitch outside. Ball 4. Leadoff walk drawn by Jack McCarthy. He takes first base. Brings in Brady Grimes, who, Ben, if you remember, is the reason we got tied up in the 4th at a 3-run blast. He's got 6 home runs on the season, represents the tying run.
And, yeah, Lill, he's looked super sharp. I mean, we haven't seen anything like that, just missing well outside, reminiscent of, closer to the beginning of the year.
McCarthy on first. Lill fires. First pitch upstairs. It's 1-0.
The innings have gotten up there for Lill. You got to think about how that's playing a role. He's looked so dominant. Got to wonder if, it's kind of all the outings he's done is catching up to him.
Walker Zampella just held his hands up, telling Lill to calm down. 1-0 pitch. Fastball away. 2-0.
And everything just kind of being yanked well outside.
And we see in the MLB postseason how when you bring starters in relief outings, sometimes they struggle coming out of the bullpen at a different time or not starting the game on the mound. Lill usually coming in the 9th, gets the call in the 6th, and he's yanked another pitch to the outside part of the plate. It's 3-0.
And it's worth noting, his velocity is also down. We're seeing fastball 91, 92. It's down to 87. Obviously, maybe now think a little bit trying to throw strikes, but even earlier in the inning, 89, 88.
Gavin Lill trying to find it. 3-0 pitch. Check swing. Didn't go around. Grimes draws a walk. Back-to-back balls on bases. Dished out by Gavin Lill. Brings in Vance Bonnier.
And, what is Grimes? Obviously, he hit a home run. Sure, but what, 6 straight balls? And you get an off-speed pitch on 3-0 and you think about swinging. Man, dodged the bullet that he didn't go around on that check swing.
We've had 2 appeals prior to that. Home first base umpire had called them both around, both on Santiago Cruz. And that one looked like the closest one we've had.
No mound visit's a little surprising here, even from Richie.
First pitch to Bonnier, upstairs fastball, 89. Velocity not the same for Lil. And now Richie will head to the mound. That's 7 straight balls in a row.
And someone who just lives for the big moment, maybe just he's getting a little too amped up. Also, yeah, again, it is quite surprising to see him in this early. Like we keep discussing, it's unclear if he was expecting that. Obviously, you'd hope that he knew where he was going to be in, but yeah, the closer, maybe part of it is that, again, purely speculation. Maybe he's told you're going these next 4 innings. He's trying to, slow down his velo, trying to figure out how he can, get at those 4 innings. And it's hard if you have to go, from going 100% to maybe slowing down a bit because you have to go longer.
1-0 pitch, finds the plate. Fastball 85 for Lil. Unusually slow. It's 1-1 to Bonnier. Corners in for the Cropdusters. Stalker well on the grass. Bonnier shows bunt. Lays it down. Off the mound comes Lil. Third base line. He slides. There's no play and the bases are loaded.
Beautiful bunt. Santiago Cruz staying home there. Puts a lot of pressure on Lil. And no one's ever making that play if it's just the pitcher to make it.
Bases loaded. Nobody out. T-Bolts down to Caleb Sturdivant. It's been a rough year for him, hitting just 100. Sean Roseman getting loose in the bullpen. Mound visit. Adam Leader trots out to talk to Gavin Lil.
And Sturdivant, of all people who would love a big knock, a big hit here kind of makes up for games of going 0 for 4. Tying a run on base. Obviously still so early, and this Cropdusters team has scored in bunches, and they've scored late, but...
And even depending on how big the swing is, it could eliminate everything from this season. Especially depending on how this game ends up. Sturdivant a chance to be the hero, and an unlikely hero at that. Big moment for number 46. Righty-righty matchup. Corners in for the Cropdusters, middle infield back playing the double play. The bases are loaded. It's McCarthy on third, Grimes on second, Bonnier on first. Sturdivant at the dish. T-Bolts trail 5-3, top of the 6th, nobody out. Lil comes set. Kicks, fires, slider, swing and a miss. It was out of the zone. Sturdivant couldn't lay off. He's down 0-1.
And, over anxious. Sturdivant trying to be the hero on the first pitch. And just can't chase a pitch like that. But huge. That could be a pitch to go back to if Lil can figure it out.
No balls. 1 strike to Sturdivant. Breaking ball high. Gets away from Richie. He tosses it to Lil. McCarthy held it third. Richie didn't know he hadn't caught it. He stayed squatting and then sprinted to the backstop to corral the wild pitch. It's 1-1. Lil still yet to toss a pitch in the zone this at-bat. Sturdivant chased on the first off speed.
And it's interesting is that he's gone back-to-back off-speed pitches. He went to off-speed on a 3-ball count. So we know that's the pitch he likes to throw.
Off speed, below the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you cannot swing at spin here. You have to sit fastball. If you don't get it, say, sure, beat me out of the zone, but can't risk chasing an outside pitch. Can't help out someone who's just really struggling to find the zone.
2-1 count to Sturdivant. Swing and a miss. Chase the off speed out of the zone. Sturdivant completely off kilter, and it looks like he hurt his wrist on the swing.
Credit to Sturdivant. That's a nasty, nasty pitch from Lil, but still, you shouldn't, on a 2-1 count with someone who's not throwing strikes, you see spin, I think it's just not worth swinging at it. Lil is, it's a nasty pitch, but yeah, no reason to be swinging.
Sturdivant has yet to see a fastball. 2-2 pitch, skied, right side foul. Gets a changeup and just a piece.
And he's really dealing with some hand and wrist thing, trying to shake it out.
It's 2-2. Bases loaded, nobody out. T-Bolts trail by 2. Top of the 6th, Caleb Sturdivant, a chance to cut this deficit, tie it, take the lead. Fastball up and out, count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The first fastball we've seen, and not even close, as it really seemed like he does not have a feel for it. He has to feel for the off-speed pitch a little bit at least. Although it's 3-2, nobody out with base loaded, I think that he trusts his stuff and goes to the off-speed here.
3-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike. Sturdivant says it's up. Home plate umpire disagrees, he's down looking.
Borderline, but a huge call that goes in favor of the Cropdusters. We'll see how important that pitch ends up to be, but that's an incredibly big first out. Could just be exactly what Lil needed to settle down. Still, though, he doesn't seem to have his stuff the way he had it. Big out, though.
Bryce Curry stands in. First pitch, change up. Similar spot, called strike. It's 0-1.
Last thing you want to do is let a talented pitcher settle in. You got to jump on him while he's still trying to, figure it out.
No balls and a strike to Curry. Lil fires well upstairs. Curry takes a hack at it and fouls it straight back. He's down 0-2.
Pitch was well upstairs.
This bottom of the lineup for the Thunderbolts has been completely off kilter all night. Watching strikes, swinging at balls. 0-2 pitch to Curry. Swings at another one, eye level. Man, oh man. Seems like Gavin Lowe doesn't even have to fire it in the zone.
Yeah, it's a breaker, but it's not really moving down at all. So they're expecting it to go down, and that's why they're swinging at it. But it's kind of just moving horizontally. Not a lot of vertical movement. That's why you're seeing that high off-speed pitch consistently.
0-2, one away. Bases loaded. Curry well late upstairs. The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. He chases 3 straight up, eye level, and is down on strikes.
And we'll see if Kim can make the adjustment and do what his hitters were not able to do.
2 outs, bases loaded. Matt Kim, last gas for the T-Bolts here in the 6th. Lil fires, off speed, call, swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
And we know Gavin Lil. If he gets out of this, I'd expect quite the reaction.
He's settled in. 0-1 to Kim. Breaking ball away, swing and a miss. T-Bolts can't lay off the off-speed. Bases loaded, nobody out. T-Bolts have 0-2 bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the order on deck. No balls, 2 strikes. Lil kicks, fires, swing and a miss. He chased in the dirt. Richie steps on home and the inning ends. T-Bolts shoot themselves in the foot and Gavin Lil is pumping up the fans. He fans 3 in a row to strand the bases loaded. It's still 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
is interested in racing, hunt the hider, age 5 to 12, report to the Tomcat Construction Cropdusters dugout. Behind you.
Cropdusters. Dusters lead 5-3.
All right, Cropdusters fans, let's make some noise for our left fielder, number 6 from Jacksonville University, Gabe Walter.
Bottom of the 6th, Olney ahead, 5-3. Bryce Green back on the bump, facing the top of the order. First pitch to Cade Walter, call, swing and a miss. He's down 0-1.
And they did. The Thunderbolts did exactly what they couldn't do. They invited, Gavin Lill to settle in, throwing him consistent. He was throwing consistent balls, and they just continued to swing. And Gavin Lill is so talented. His stuff is too good that if you give him that many strikes, eventually he's gonna, figure it out.
Walter ground to the third. Curry throw to first in time. One gone.
Batting next to shortstop, number 23 from the University of Utah, Zakai Hawkins.
Zakai Hawkins stands in, facing Green, shows bunt, pulls back, called strike. Nice off speed from Green. It's 0-1.
Excellent pitch.
Oh, 0-1 to Hawkins. Fastball up and away. Levels it, a ball and a strike. One pitch to Hawkins. Fastball in there, called strike 2.
And now the question will be, if let's say the Cropdusters aren't able to get any runs this inning, what Gavin Lill do we see next inning? Is it going to be the one that finished the inning, or will the time off, really help him lock in, or will he revert to who we saw in the beginning of the inning? Because of how talented he is, you'd figure the former.
1-2 slider fouled straight back. Only trying to add some insurance runs. T-Bolt stranding 3 with nobody out. Sure to leave a sour taste in the lineup. They do have the top of the order coming up in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, and notable. It was their 7, 8, 9 hitters, and they sure, not trying to be too rude, they looked like it in that 3 at bats. It was 7, 8, 9, and they just really helped out Gavin Lill.
It was like Christmas the way they were gifting him presents as the off-speed pitch is outside. Hawkins takes something that the T-Bolts couldn't do. Count full, 3-2.
And, it's always with momentum is such an interesting thing.
Fastball line into center field, falls for a base hit.
Fastball right down the middle, he killed it. And like I said, momentum's an interesting game. Obviously, it stinks for them that they weren't able to get any runs. It's going to hurt. So important for Green to put up a 0 right now. If he gets a 0, they go back in. Okay, we're still only down 2. Let's bounce back now. You've got to feel like, though, if the Cropdusters can get some more runs this inning, then it'll be heightened importance to the fact that they weren't able to score in that top half of the inning, and not necessarily put an end to the game, but made the Cropdusters feel pretty good about it.
Jimmy Kirk, 3 for 3, stands in. First pitch fastball right down the middle he takes and is behind 0-1.
Surprised he took that one.
You have to imagine Hawkins will steal. McCarthy has been really poor pop-wise and throwing down to second so far. He's on first, 0-1 pitch. Off goes Hawkins. He leaves early. There will be no throw. Second stolen base of the night for Zakai Hawkins. Runner in scoring position now for Jimmy Kirk, who has a 1-1 count.
And again, Hawkins leaving so early. Good time. Well done to time with the pitcher, and it worked out.
1-1 count. Kirk awaits. Fastball. Called. Strike. Outside corner. Make it 1-2. One-two pitch to Kirk. Chopper. Straight back. Stays alive. Still 1-2.
Well done from Kirk just to get a piece of that one. Maybe expecting off speed and still fouling off the fastball.
Kirk 3 for 3. Austin Stalker in the on-deck circle, rather. 1-2 to Kirk. Ground ball, shortstop. Gill bobbles it, fields it, throw to first in time. Kirk retired. Hawkins advances to third. Run just 90 feet away with 2 away for Austin Stalker.
Batting next, the first baseman, number 16 from Westchester University, Austin Stalker.
Gale bobbles, but doesn't break. Still makes a play, and this is a huge out. You know, of course, 2 to 3, not the biggest difference, but just feels like after stranding those 3 runners, if the Cropdusters can come back, get it 2-out RBI, it would be so important.
Stalker, check swing, win around. He's down 0-1. Would be big for Austin Stalker, would be big for this Cropdusters team, because you're right, Ben, it seems like 3 would almost be insurmountable for this T-Bolts team. 2 already seems like such a hefty deficit. As Stalker skies it left center field. In Bonnier, out Gill. It's going to be Gill who takes it from short. And the inning ends. Cropdusters strand another runner in scoring position, but they still lead. It's 5-3 as we head to the 7th.
And Gavin Lill wasting no time, walking right back out.
Playing the scores, the Thunderbolts 3, your Cropdusters 5. Hey fans, if you look out to the right field foul pole, you'll see Crappies lined up for Hunt behind her, and there they go. They'll be running from the right field foul pole all the way to the left field foul pole. Coach Hyder will give him a lead, and there he goes. Let's hear it, Cropdusters fans, make some noise. Can Coach Hyder do it again? He looks like he's running out of gas. Let's see what it looks like. He did it again. Let's hear it for our Crappies and Hunt Hyder.
And, yeah, Gavin Lill has a bit of a tougher task against the top of the order this inning, and we shall see. You know, unclear what we're going to get control-wise, but velocity isn't really something you find. I think the fact that he wasn't really able to throw with the velocity we're used to, not really reason to think that'll change in the 2nd inning.
Roseman still getting loose in the Cropdusters bullpen out in right field. Top of the 7th inning, T-Bolts trail 5-3. Might be the best chance they have to try and amass this deficit. Top of the order, Steve Thomas stands in. Righty-righty matchup. Santiago Cruz in at third. Stalker level with the bag at first. Middle infield back for the Dusters. First pitch, fastball. Called strike. It's 0-1. 84 from Lil. He's really letting up.
Yeah, I think that was the cutter, but still, or maybe even slider, but the velocity, you know, not what we've seen it.
Curveball high and in. Thomas Moves out of the way, evens the count 1-1. A ball and a strike. Lil from the windup. Kicks, delivers. Off speed, yanked outside, 2-1.
Yeah, the slider there. And we're just kind of seeing having this sort of round shape with up, down, but also some slurve-like movement. That one pretty straight down.
2 balls and a strike. Lil, fastball right down the middle, fouled off right side, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Lil, fastball again. Fouled right side. That one reaching 90. Still 2-2.
And, he's always looking for the slider, for the strikeout. Goes to the fastball. Not a bad pitch at all, but it also kind of works as a setup pitch for the off-speed.
And we wait Sean Rosemond as the 2-2 pitch is grounded to Hawkins at short. Fields it on the hop. Throw to first in time. One gone. Rosemond getting loose, has not appeared since July 5th. It's been a long layover for Sean Rosemond. Wonder how he'll be coming in cold in a must-win game.
I mean, the innings were just, or at least outings, were so high early on. Pitched 7 times in June, and certainly had that calmed down.
Tyson Gill stands in, lefty facing the righty Lil. First pitch, fastball, up and away corner. It's called a strike. Gill down 0-1. Lil kicks, delivers, breaking ball low, levels it, a ball and a strike. Lil from the windup. Kicks, fires, fastball away, 2 balls and a strike.
And, Tyson Gill, good average guy on base, not real power. This situation, you know what you're looking for. You get on base, the tying run gets on base. The tying run is up to plate, so not trying to do too much, taking the balls if they're there.
2-1. Gill showed bunt, pulled back, hitters count 3-1.
And Lil still sort of fighting with himself to find that zone, fastball in particular. Missing up a lot.
3 balls and a strike. Lil from the windup, kicks, fires, breaking ball, in on the hands, count full, 3-2.
And the breaking ball's been the pitch to go to for the strikes relatively consistently.
Payoff pitch, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, nobody on. Lil faces Gill. Gill awaits. Broken bat, blooper. Hawkins fields it. It's caught right off the dirt. There's 2 gone.
First base umpire called him safe, but third base umpire overruled with the out call.
Two away. Griffin Bouvel stands in now to face Lil. Righty-righty matchup. Lil kicks, fires, fastball, called strike. It's 0-1.
Good pitch, fastball back to 90 and dots of the high and away corner.
0-1 count to Bouvel. Lil from the windup. Heads home, swing and a miss. Nice slider. Bouvel can't connect, he's down 0-2.
Lil has gotten comfortable again, it seems like.
Oh, 2 pitch. Off speed away. Nice take from Puvel. Has a 1-2 count.
Real deep breath from Puvel about that, saying that was a good pitch. Just able to take it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Lil heads home. Swing and a miss. He struck out for first of the inning and retires the side. It's time to stretch. Olney ahead, 5-3.
It's now time for the 7th inning stretch. That time to get up on.
Great crowd, as it's evident everyone's standing up for the 7th inning stretch.
New arm coming in for the T-Bolts.
Aloha!
It's Nicky Keene stepping in for the T-Bolts. He's got a 1-2 record to go alongside his 4.32 ERA. He's appeared in 10 games, has tossed 16 2/3 innings, has struck out 24 and walked 13. Opponents have 18 hits against him. Let up 4 earned runs against the Cropdusters just a week ago.
Fox School of Business College has rolled right now pitching for the Thunderbolts from Eastern Michigan University and hiring jersey number 51 and
And weirdly enough, the Cropdusters are a team that it seems like they've been hitting kind of consistently. They've put up back-to-back zeros where they've gotten some traffic. The pitcher that they've had success against, certainly an inning to add on. You do not want to keep a lead close.
now batting for your Cropdusters, the second baseman number 11 from East Stroudsburg University, Walker Zampella.
Bottom of the 7th. New arm on the bump for the T-Bolts. It's Nicky Keene. He'll face Walker Zampella. Righty-righty matchup as the Cropdusters lead 5-3. In the bottom of the 7th, T-Bolts trying to keep this a 2-run deficit. Offense down to their final 6 outs. First pitch to Zampella, fastball fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Oh, 1. Breaking ball low. It's 1-1.
Zampella walked and stole a base last at bat, and the one before that, a line drive, hit it really well, and he went exactly with the pitch, exactly what you're supposed to do, just stayed up for the out, and that's just kind of what happens when you're in a slump. You do not get the breaks, but Zampella hoping to break out of it.
1-1 pitch, fastball into the hands, called strike, gets 1-2. Breaking ball misses low and out.
And not a bad pitch. Decent shape on it. Just fell in the zone way too early. Zampella, I think if that broke a little bit later, could certainly saw a swing and miss on that.
2-2 to Zampella. Keene fires inside, nearly hits him. Count full 3-2. 3-2 pitch to Walker Zampella. Fastball skied, shallow center field. Sturdivant heading in. Makes the catch, there's one gone. Brings in Andrew Kell.
Westchester University, Andrew Kell.
Righty-righty matchup. Infield back for the T-Bolts. First pitch, check swing. Kell, went around. He's behind 0-1.
And that's a wicked breaking ball. Really a classic 12-6. A lot of movement on it. And certainly a weapon.
And looks like we're writing down a warning for the Cropdusters bench. Wouldn't be an Olney game if they don't get warned.
Seriously.
Kell awaits. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Nasty drop. Similar off speed. 0-2.
Certainly a pitch that I would think you just kind of continue to throw. 0-2, breaking in the dirt.
0-2, check swing. Kell held off. Went back to the breaking ball, missed a little bit outside. A ball and 2 strikes to Andrew Kell. One-two pitch. Chopper, third base line foul. Still 1-2.
So keeping everything soft after Kell struggled initially in the AB.
One-two pitch. Fastball upstairs. Kell thought about it, held off. It's 2-2. Keene nods, comes set. Kicks, delivers. Fly ball right center field, drifting over, making the catch is Pouvel. There's 2 gone.
And a good read from Pouvel. Nice job by Andrew Kell. You know, sat on the breaking ball, hit it where it was pitched, but Pouvel had it right off the bat and ran it down.
Carter Ritchie, next man in for the Dusters. Righty-righty matchup. Ritchie awaits. First pitch, fastball right down the middle. Called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, after seeing all the breaking balls last at bat, Ritchie could have been expecting one. It's just a fastball.
Keene kicks, fires, back to the breaking ball, misses low and out, levels it 1-1. 1-1 count to Carter Ritchie. 2 away, nobody on. Breaking ball, low. 2-1. Olney ahead 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Two one, fastball fouled straight back. 2-2.
And you see, he just comes from really straight over the top. That's what helps the 12-6 movement, but it also helps with a fastball just coming in from a high point.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Keen set. Ritchie awaits the pitch. Fastball out, count full, 3-2, 2 away, nobody on. Only ahead by 2 in the bottom of the 7th.
It can be a stressful place to be, with a small lead trying to just protect it, especially in a playoff game. Only really unable to help the pitcher so far.
3-2 inside, Ritchie draws the 2-out walk. Runner on first for Ano Santiago Cruz.
Cropdusters fans, make some noise for the third baseman, number 37, from the University of Richmond, Angel Santiago Cruz.
Santiago Cruz awaits. First pitch fastball upstairs, 1-0. Ritchie on first. Righty-righty matchup. Off goes Ritchie. Breaking ball, called strike. No throw down to second. Another stolen base for the Cropdusters. None of which have really been competitive. It's 1-1.
Santiago Cruz likes the off-speed pitch. I think the high fastball could be a pitch to go to, especially since it's a righty.
Goes breaking ball, ground ball. Curry at third, can't get it. Gill on the run, throw to first. Not in time. Infield single for Santiago Cruz. Runners on the corners with 2 gone. Brings in Brian Scott.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, from Frostburg State University, Brian Scott.
So a little 2-out rally here, and Brian Scott, he's had 2 big knocks. He did ground out, though, in a situation with 2 outs in his last at-bat, and that was a chance to extend the lead.
Team already up 2. Runners on the corners with 2 away. Brian Scott stands in. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Runners on the corners. Cropdusters already ahead 5-3. Pickoff attempt of first. Santiago Cruz backsliding. First pitch to Scott. Fastball. Called strike right to the knees. It's 0-1.
And, you never know. Obviously, you have your best arms available. You got Gavin Lill and Rosen, but it really feels like they've had a lot of chances to make this lead a bit bigger. Got to capitalize on one of them.
Pick off of Santiago Cruz again. He's safe.
Always a little bit risky with runner on third. Got to make sure you make an accurate throw. I mean, you do not want to give up a run that way. We saw the Cropdusters do that earlier in the year. It was not pretty.
Brady Grimes has already had trouble squeezing some tonight. Pickoff attempted. Santiago Cruz caught in a rundown. Ritchie heading home. Throw there. He's tagged out. Massive Santiago Cruz caught in a rundown. They head home to retire Ritchie, and the inning ends on a base running miscue right on cue, Ben. It's 5-3 as we head to the 8th.
Another mistake. And we're going to see Roseman. It's been a long time. And we'll see how fresh he is. I mean, they're emptying out their best arms like we expect. This is the 3 we thought we were going to see. It's his 2 innings to get with it being a 2-run game.
Sean Roseman has a 2-1 record, a 1.10 ERA. He's tossed 16 1/3, 19 strikeouts, 7 walks, 7 hits. He's tossed 5 scoreless innings against the Thunderbolts this season.
Now pitching for your Cropdusters from Southbury University, wearing jersey number 35, Sean Roseman.
So here we go. 6 outs to work with. And again, I mean, Roseman, the velocity has never been that overpowering, but he just finds ways. He attacks hitters, throws strikes, and, you know, I'd be shocked if he has a similar start to his outing as the way Lil did.
Usually the middle reliever, not the traditional closer. It's his first outing in nearly 3 weeks.
It's really interesting to think about because we totally think of him as like as him and Lil as those 2 guys, and this is what we expected, but he just hasn't pitched in so long.
Earned an All-Star nod and has not pitched since the All-Star break. Didn't even pitch in the All-Star game as that was canceled due to the rain. He now comes in, his team up 2 in a winner-go-home playoff game. Top of the 8th inning. He'll face 4, 5, 6 for the Thunderbolts.
And this
It'll start with Jack McCarthy.
It's been the most successful part of the lineup. McCarthy's gotten on base twice. Grimes has gotten on base twice. Of course, one of those being the 3-run homer. And Bonnier has a base knock as well.
All 3 are righties, which favors against the lefty Roseman. First pitch, fastball low, it's 1-0. Pitch, Roseman fires, fastball in the dirt, 2-0.
And velocity, you know, usually it's never going to blow you away, but 82 miles an hour, you got to wonder, that's a lot of time off to come back from.
Drastic change from Lil, who was reaching as high as 90. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Heater right down the middle. McCarthy over top of it, it's 2-1.
84 down the middle, but it takes too big of a swing. Sometimes you feel like maybe you should take. You can't get it all back in one, you know, with one swing. You're down 2.
2-1, McCarthy lines it right field, drifting over Kell, it's going to fall. Base hit for Jack McCarthy. Tying run at the plate. Brady Grimes stands in. Runner on first. Righty-righty matchup. Middle infield pinching, second base. Stalker holding the runner at first. Santiago Cruz even with the bag. First pitch fastball, outside called strike, right on the plate. It's 0-1.
And, you know, it's just, I wish I got, like I've said before, I want to get in the box against Roseman because nothing jumps off the table about his, you know, spin rate or velocity, but he just seems to have a way to fool hitters.
Breaking ball right down the middle was fouled straight back. Grimes behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Chopper. Hawkins at short. It's going to be Santiago Cruz that takes a throw to second for 1. Throw back to first, not in time. Olney gets the lead runner. Grimes takes over on first base, brings in Vance Bonnier.
Well done from Santiago Cruz. Got the big out, didn't overthrow it. And that's a good pitch. The changeup starts in the zone, breaks low and away.
First pitch to Bonnier, swing and a miss. He's behind 0-1.
And this is the part of the lineup that, you know, he's got 5 outs to get. He'd love if he could retire the bottom of the order in fashion. You don't want to get back to the middle of the order.
Sturdivant on deck. He's 0 for 3. Curry behind him, 0 for 3. 7 and 8 have been a struggle for the T-Bolts all night. Bonnier, swing and a miss. Can't connect on the fastball right down the middle. It's 1-2. Grimes on first. A ball and 2 strikes. Roseman, swing and a miss. Fooling hitters, Bonnier down. There's 2 away, runner on first for Caleb Sturdivant.
And they just seem to be ahead of the fastball, really. Just kind of lunging, and it's his fastball, 100%. And they just do not have a good read for it whatsoever, like we've seen in the past with Roseman. 83 miles an hour, and they just have not much to respond.
No balls, no strikes. Sturdivant first pitch takes 1-0.
And this is part of the lineup that's really struggled. Sturdivant has struck out twice, 0 for 3. Curry on deck, 0 for 3 with a strikeout as well.
Toss back to first. Grimes back standing. 1-0 to Sturdivant. Misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. And even if Sturdivant manages to get on base, that's key for the Thunderbolts if you think about going into the 9th. Kim has 2 knocks, and then you have the top of the order. You start with Curry and Kim. You might be staring at 2 outs before you get to the top of the order.
And yeah, so similar to, you want to get the especially in the days of the pitcher in the National League, you want to get the 8-hitter out. You want the pitcher leading off the inning.
2-0 swing and a miss. Sturdivant can't connect. It's 2-1.
Back against the wall. 4 outs, left in their season. They won their must-win game yesterday, but Cropdusters trying to put them away now.
2-1 heater right down the middle. Sturdivant takes. It's 2-2.
Just flummoxed by the low 80s fastball down in the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Sturdivant. Roseman set, kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Caleb Sturdivant down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Cropdusters take a 2-run lead into the bottom of the 8th.
Great job from the bullpen so far. Lil bent, but did not break. Roseman, after giving up a base runner, really bear down and did his job. A lot of strikeouts in the bullpen.
Sturdivant has now struck out 33 times in 70 at-bats. Is 7 for 70 on the season. it kind of bewilders me, Ben, why you don't pinch hit for him.
Yeah,
in that spot.
I understand why you think he's such a good fielder, so you have him in your lineup, but situation like this, you need runs, and to let him hit, and Roseman easily discarded him. So Brian Scott's at-bat was rudely interrupted due to the caught stealing, so we will see him once again take his plate appearance.
Now batting for your Cropdusters, the center fielder number 3 from Frostburg State University, Brian Scott.
There's been traffic for both sides, but I mean, you look at this at scoreboard. There's just been zeros for both teams for the latter half of this game.
No runs from the 4th inning on. Brian Scott stands in, righty-righty matchup. Keen set, kicks, fires. First pitch, ground ball, shortstop Gill comes in. Throw on the run, in time, one gone.
Batting next to left fielder number 6.
Brings in the top of the order, and Cade Walter alongside it.
Walter.
And Walter's had a pretty poor day at the plate, especially for someone who you often expect big things. 0 for 4 from the leadoff spot.
He stands in, likely his last at bat. First pitch, fastball, low. It's 1-0.
He's got the ability to change his day with one swing. I mean, he's certainly one of the many hitters on this team that can hit a homer.
Walter attacks the fastball, lifts it to the left side out of play. It's 1-1. A ball and a strike to Cade Walter. Chopper first base side. It's picked up. Taken over to first himself. Brady Grimes doing it all. There's 2 away. Sakai Hawkins stands in, 2 outs, nobody on. Olney ahead 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th.
Sakai Hawkins.
Keen set. That's home. Slider away. It's 1-0.
And it's a weird day statistically for the Cropdusters. Hawkins is a good example. He's gotten on base 3 times. You've seen Kirk also get on base 3 times. And, 2 home runs to go with it. You'd expect that it would be a, more than a 5-run game, but just kind of slotted in between those guys who have had success are guys that are yet to really show much at the plate today.
Walter has struggled. Stalker has struggled. Kell has reached base twice, but both have been on errors. Two 2-1 to Hawkins. Fastball low. Hitters count 3-1. Only ahead 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Low, and Sakai Hawkins draws the 2-out walk.
On base for the 4th time, as this is what he's done all year. Just get on base consistently.
You know him as Jimmy Kirk.
And Kirk another chance to get that cycle of the triple, but he's just looking to, find a way for Hawkins to score. And if I'm a pitcher right now, I'm coming set and I'm not throwing a pitch until Hawkins takes off. Or maybe I'll throw one ball and then on 1-0 do it, because Hawkins is going to try to leave early at some point in the at-bat.
They try to pick him off. He's back safely.
And picking him off is not what's going to get him. But he likes to time up, and I think that might be what they're talking about, because it's just what he does every single time he gets on base. And he's halfway down before before the pitch is thrown.
Might be talking about that. Might be talking about the fact that Jimmy Kirk, who's been the best bat for the Cropdusters tonight, stands in. T-Bolt's trying to keep this a 2-run deficit. They're down to their final 3 outs. With a win, it would be Olney's first in the postseason since 2023.
And the crowd certainly hopes for that.
Hawkins on first. Kirk awaits. Long pause, heads home. Fastball called strike inside corner. It's 0-1.
Kirk can't believe it. That's a nice pitch right on the inside part of the plate.
Pick off of Hawkins. He's back safely. Still 0-1 to Kirk. Zakai Hawkins on first. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Dusters ahead 5-3. Hawkins caught in a rundown. Nobody at second. Ball gets away. Hawkins heading to third. Throw. He's out. No idea what Zakai Hawkins was doing, but it ends the inning, I'll tell you that.
And Jimmy Kirk is not happy. Hawkins, no need to go to third on that. I mean, he likes to be aggressive, but man, a really questionable decision. And again, this team has played the Thunderbolts into this game.
And Adam Leader is upset about something.
I think he's unhappy with, seems like maybe Leader and the Thunderbolts trade words. Coach is not like that. And, you know, a play that'll get the Thunderbolts rocking, rearing to go for this final inning. Zakai Hawkins always living on the edge with how he runs the bases, and it costs him right there.
Just no need to do that with Kirk up. You take second base.
And you know how I feel about him leaving early. I mean, it worked out there, but man, it's risky business.
When you have the natural speed of Zakai Hawkins, there almost seems to be no need.
Especially with someone who is, you know, had in McCarthy, who has shown the inability to throw runners out consistently tonight.
It's just a completely confusing call. Zakai Hawkins, one of the best players on this team, but his base running at times has definitely warranted questioning. And you take the bat out of your best hitter's hands, a chance to extend the lead, and there's no guarantee it would have ended had Kirk gotten a hit at 6. They could have added more. And we will get a pinch hitter for Bryce Curry. Top of the 9th inning, Cropdusters ahead 5-3. Thunderbolts down to their last 3 outs in this winner-take-all playoff elimination game. It'll be Josh Erd who pinch hits for Bryce Curry. First pitch, swing, fly ball. Left side, Zampella drifting over. He's under it, makes the catch, 1 gone. Brings in Matt Kim.
1 pitch, 1 out. You know, Erd trying to make an instant impact off the bench, but doesn't get anything on that.
Roseman set, facing Kim. First pitch, fastball low. It's 1-0.
Kim made that final out of that big bases loaded inning.
Fastball up and away, called strike, goes in favor of Roseman. It was out of the zone. 1-1. One off speed, foul to the right side, make it 1-2.
and Kim well ahead of that one, and there's really no need. I mean, the fastball's just like a couple miles an hour faster than that. Got to sit back, but well done from Roseman, just confusing Kim.
Roseman has not missed a beat so far. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. It was right down the middle. Kim completely frozen. Steve Thomas stands in, crowd on its feet. Cropdusters 1 out away. Top of the order for the Thunderbolts. First pitch, fastball away, it's 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Fastball in the dirt, make it 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Thomas awaits the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
Well ahead of the fastball, as we've seen just consistently with Roseman on the bump.
Two 1 pitch. Roseman fires. Thomas skies it. Shallow center field. Drifting Cal from right. Makes the catch. The game is over. Cropdusters, their first postseason win since 2023. They advance to the semifinals to battle with the Alexandria Aces in a 3-game series starting tomorrow. Big win for this Cropdusters program.
Impressive job. I mean, it wasn't the best they played, especially in their, something to be, wanted, especially with their hitting. They couple scoreless innings, especially towards the end. No runs since the 4th, but the bullpen held up. Harris only made one mistake, and the Cropdusters advance.
Oh, they're playing the big train.
We're not sure about that.
Aces.
I think that might just
Rather
be a mistake.
Aces.
Yeah.
Mistake from our PA announcer. So it is confirmed we do play, this team does play the Aces starting tomorrow. We'll try and get you the expected time for that game if you stick with us temporarily.
So that was the ball game. An impressive victory. And, it's interesting to see who we're going to see pitching for the Cropdusters. There's guys like Zach Sabo, Ryan O'Born as well. And, the Cropdusters definitely did, go through their best pitchers today. So we'll go from there.
Likely a 7 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. Ben and I will be there for game 1 of the 3 games set against Alexandria, second seed in the playoffs. But until then, we say so long and good night. Cropdusters win a elimination game against the Thunderbolts.